Hello, welcome to quiz number 10. It does help if I put the sound on. So, once again, welcome to quiz number 10. I've got my boot. Hope you're all ready. If you haven't entered into our prize draw, just let us know you're playing and we'll give you a number sooner or later, but before the quiz finishes. And then you'll have a chance to win some beer. So I think we're all ready. Let's have a look. Hello, Mama. Adrian, Phil, Kate, Steph, Darren, Matt, everyone else that's playing. There's a list over there. I can't quite reach it, but we'll get on with it. There should be a link to our Facebook group down in the comments, but I ran out of time, so there isn't, but it's easy enough to find if you're on the Facebook. So if we're all ready, we'll start with question number 1. This is a general knowledge round. The first couple of questions will be based on news which has a headline not beginning with the letter C, and those questions will just flow into general knowledge questions. So if we're all ready, question number 1. Tim Jones from Gloucester has become an internet star by singing a song from the Rocky Horror Picture Show whilst dressed in his uniform. What uniform does he wear? This is recent news. I think it came out today. Question number 1. Tim Jones from Gloucester has become an internet star by singing a song from the Rocky Horror Picture Show whilst dressed in his uniform. What uniform does he wear? Helen usually does these little bits. She's just nipped to the little girls' room. I'm sure she'll be back in a minute. So, question number 2. Last Thursday in Scotland, 800 homes were left without power after what animal scratched its bum on an electricity pole? The animal's name was Ron, it fancied an itch, and it knocked down the electricity pole. What kind of animal was it? Question number 2. Last Thursday in Scotland, 800 homes were left without power after what animal scratched its bum on an electricity pole? We're pleased to know that the animal was fine, and it's called Ron. Question number 3. In which US city was JFK assassinated? Question number 3. In which city was JFK assassinated? We don't need to know if it was from the grassy knoll or the book depository. Hello. Right, question number 4. What is the maximum number of players allowed on the court during a netball game? Not how many in each team, but the maximum number of players allowed on the court during a netball game. Question number 5. Zn is the chemical symbol for which element? Question 5. Zn is the chemical symbol for which element? And question number 6. Which city is furthest north? In fact, it's not the city, it's the airport. So which of these cities' airports is furthest north? Is it Glasgow or is it Edinburgh? I think the same applies to the city, but I measured it from the middle of the runway from the airport. So which of these airports is furthest north, Glasgow or Edinburgh? When I measured it, it was quite difficult to find the exact centre of the city, so I went for the centre of the runway at the respective airports. That's why it's the airport. Question number 7. Who created Winnie the Pooh? Guessing he also created Christopher Robin and Tigger as well while he was at it. Question 7. Who created Winnie the Pooh? Question number 8. How many legs does a Dick have? Question number 8. How many legs does a Dick have? It's called a Dick because of the noise it makes. Question 9. Whereabouts in the human body is the patella? Question 9. Whereabouts in the human body is the patella? Question 10. Which planet is closest to the Sun? Not taking into account orbital variations or anything, just generally, which planet is closest to the Sun?
Echoing sound like a robot.
Echoing and sounding like a robot. Let's have a look. Okay, that should have cured the echo. Not a robot. If anybody wasn't able to hear me clearly and they want any questions repeating, just let me know. Also, let me know if the sound has improved. We'll have a 30 seconds to a minute break now, just while we sort that out. So let me know if the sound's improved and if you want any questions repeating. I'll be back shortly. There we go. We seem to have solved that sound problem. I had the mic input switched on for the pitch around at the same time as this main screen. So there was a bit of echoing going on. That's all sorted now. On to round number 2. This themed round is all about seafaring. So any sailors out there who are watching, you might do well on this. So round 2, question 1. If you were standing on a ship facing the front, which side is starboard? Is it left or is it right? So round 2, question 1. If you are standing on a ship facing the front, which side is starboard? Left or right? If you can hear some rustling in the background, I think Helen's grazing at the moment. Okay, round 2, question 2. What year did the RMS Titanic sink after hitting an iceberg on her maiden voyage? So round 2, question 2. What year did the Titanic sink? Question 3 of round 2. Traditionally, what seafaring navigation device was mounted on a binnacle? B-I-N-N-A-C-L-E, a binnacle. So, question 3 of round 2. Traditionally, what seafaring navigation device was mounted on a binnacle? Round 2, question 4. During cold weather, it's often common for people to say it's cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. What was a brass monkey? So question 4, if it's cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey, what is this brass monkey that people refer to? Question number 5. Round 2, question number 5. I've never got these right, have I? What was the name of the ship used by Captain Scott on his 1910 Antarctic expedition? Question 2, no, not at all. Question 5 of round 2. What was the name of the ship used by Captain Scott on his 1910 Antarctic expedition? Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yeah. Standing here.
Would you like to read the question out?
Which one?
Round 2, question 6.
Oh, why does it have to be that long one? What does that even say? I can't. Your handwriting's terrible.
Okay, I'll read it first. So round 2, question 6. Which famous explorer captained the HM Bark Endeavour?
Okay, which famous explorer
Captained
captained the HM
Bark
whatever?
Endeavour.
Your handwriting is terrible.
Well, I thought it was only me that was going to read it.
Yeah, I know it's only you. Well, I can't read it.
Okay.
See ya.
See you later. I'll repeat that. Round 2, question 6. Which famous explorer captained the HM Bark Endeavour? Could you close the door on your way out, please?
Yeah. Hey.
Round 2, question 7. What would the reason be that a sailing ship was stuck in the doldrums? Round 2, question 7. Why would a sailing ship get stuck in the doldrums? They were fed up, maybe. Round 2, question 8. What navigational instrument would a sailor use to measure the angle between the horizon and an astronomical object such as a star constellation? Question number 8. What navigational instrument would a sailor use to measure the angle between the horizon and an astronomical object? Could be a star constellation, or if it's during the day, the sun. You see them looking through it on these pirate films and things. What's it called? And question 9. This is true or false. The US Navy has had 8 ships with the name USS Enterprise. Is that true or is it false? So round 2, question 9, true or false? The US Navy has had 8 ships with the name USS Enterprise. True or false? It doesn't help if you're a Trekkie, sorry. And finally for this round, question 10. Whereabouts on a ship would you find the bilge? So round 2, question 10. Whereabouts on a ship would you find the bilge? Okay, going to go straight into the picture round now, then we'll have a short break and come back with the Marmite round. Slightly different this week. It appears easy, but maybe not so. So, time for the picture round. Right, hope you can all hear me. I should be appearing in the corner around about now.
By magic.
Yeah, by magic. And we're going to move on. There's only 8 questions in this picture round. They are cars from TV shows or films. So all you have to do is look at the vehicle and decide the name of the TV show or the film which it was a major part in. I ain't getting on no damn plane, fool. That's picture 1. Which TV show or film was that vehicle used in? So it's cars, well that's a van, isn't it? The others are cars. Picture number 2. Name the TV show or the film. I think there's a little bit of a clue resting up by the car in that one. So picture number 2, name the TV show or the film. Slightly harder for the younger people. Picture number 3, name the TV show or the film. The characters might give it away a little bit. Moving on to picture 4. Oh, this is a little bit more recent than the last. Do you know that one? Picture number 5. The TV show or the film. I'm sure that car had a name. Can't remember it. Do you remember the name of the car? Was it the General Lee? It might have been. Okay, moving on. Picture number 6. Name the TV show or the film. This is the original. The remake was Pants, I thought. You must know that one.
Oh, yeah.
And picture number 7. I remember wanting a toy one of these when I was young, with a ooh light thing. In fact, I might have had a toy, but the light didn't light up. It was just a red piece of plastic. Yes. Okay, the final picture for the picture round is this. There we go. Name the film. There were a few of these films. We've just got lost connection. No. Right, we've regained connection. I don't know if it made much difference. Picture number 8. Name that film. We did lose connection for about 5 seconds. I don't know how it appeared on the video itself. We've got good stream health, so we should all be we should all be good now. Hmm?
General Dukes of Hazzard's car was generally.
It was generally thought it
No,
was.
the Dukes of Hazzard's car was apparently.
Yeah. Okay, that's the end of the pitch around. I hope that little disconnection is all caught up now. We're going to have a short break. Then I'll read the answers for the first half and we'll get into the Marmite round. What can it be today? See you shortly. Okay, welcome back. This half-time break, I never know how long it's going to last. When my boy gets his supper and people start going up to bed. Helen's gone up to bed now. She's at school in the morning, looking after the key workers' children. Just replenishing my boot. Still haven't spilled it. I'll be back. Well, I won't be back. I'm here. I'll read out the answers as soon as I've done this. There we go. Okay, here come the answers for the first part. I'll read the picture answers as well while I'm at it. So if you're all ready, anybody got a brush? Comb, suppose that'd do, I don't know. Have a look. Right, okay. Round one, question one. Tim Jones from Gloucester, he was singing whilst dressed in uniform. He's a policeman, so he was wearing his police uniform. The singing policeman, I think, is known as. So question number one, Tim Jones from Gloucester, he was singing in his police uniform. Round one, question two. The animal which caused the power cut in Scotland, it was a bull, Ron the bull. He scratched his bum on an electricity pole and the transformer fell off, cutting power to 800 homes. Question two, it was a bull, Ron the bull. Question three, JFK, he was assassinated in Dallas. Question three, JFK was assassinated in Dallas. Question four, the maximum number of players allowed on a netball court during a match is 14. That's 7 on each side. They can have a game with as little as 5 on each side, but the maximum number allowed is 7 on each side, so 14. Question 5. Zn is the chemical symbol for zinc. Question 5. The answer is zinc. Question 6. Which is furthest north, Glasgow Airport or Edinburgh Airport? It's Edinburgh Airport, but not by very much. This is why I used an exact spot with the middle of the runway. It was pretty much impossible to tell just by looking. Glasgow being 55, 55, 52, and Edinburgh 55, 55, 57. So not much in it at all. So answer to question 6, Edinburgh Airport is the furthest north. Question 7. A. Milne created Winnie the Pooh. Question 7. Winnie the Pooh was created by A. Milne, M-I-L-N-E. Question 8. A dik-dik has 4 legs. A dik-dik is a type of antelope. It's called a dik-dik because it makes a dik-dik noise. So number 8, a dik-dik has 4 legs. And question 9, the patella is the kneecap, so the patella is found in the knee. Question 9, the patella is found in the knee. And finally for round number 1, the planet closest to the Sun is Mercury. So round 1, question 10, the answer is Mercury. Okay, next we've got round 2, which was a seafaring round. I'll just have a little sip from the boot. Long live the boot. Round 2, question 1. If you're standing on a ship facing the front, starboard would be on the right. The opposite to starboard is port. I think it refers to how they pull up to port. They might come in like this. One side faces port, the other side faces the stars. I'm guessing that's how it got its name, but I don't know for sure. So, round 2, question 1. Starboard is on the right. Round 2, question 2. The Titanic sank in 1912. It was the 25th of April 1912. Round 2, question 2, 1912. Round 2, question 3. A binnacle, it houses the ship's compass. So the seafaring navigation device mounted on the binnacle is a compass. Round 2, question 4. When it's cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey, what is a brass monkey? A brass monkey is something on an old ship which was used to hold cannonballs. And supposedly in cold weather the metal would shrink and the cannonballs would fall off the brass monkey. So a brass monkey, it was used to hold cannonballs. And round 2, question 5, the name of the ship used by Captain Scott on his 1910 Antarctic expedition, it was the Terra Nova. Also a good make of tents. So round 2, question 5, the ship used by Captain Scott was the Terra Nova. And round 2, question 6, the explorer who captained HM Bark Endeavour, it was Captain James Cook. I think he came from Middlesbrough, then he moved to Whitby. If you go to Whitby, there's a replica of the HM Bark Endeavour sat in the dock there. So round 2, question 6, it was Captain James Cook. And round 2, question 7, if a sailing ship is stuck in the doldrums, it is because there is no wind. The doldrums is an area somewhere around the equator where different winds do different things, and sometimes ships can get stuck there for several days. Well, they did in sailing times anyway. If they've got a big blooming engine, then the wind isn't going to stop them. So round 2, question 7, a sailing ship would be stuck in the doldrums because there is no wind. Round 2, question 8. The instrument a sailor would use to measure the angle between the horizon and an astronomical object, it's a sextant. So round 2, question 8, it's a sextant. S-E-X-T-A-N-T. And round 2, question 9. True or false, the US Navy had 8 ships with the name USS Enterprise. It's true. The last one was decommissioned in December 2012. But there were 7 more before that. So round 2, question 9. It is true the US Navy did have, some point or other, 8 ships with the name USS Enterprise. And finally, for round 2, question 10. Whereabouts on a ship would you find the bilge? That would be in the bottom. So the bilge is in the bottom of a ship. Doesn't need to be exactly where. It's where all the water and diesel and crap kind of builds up and it has to be pumped out. Okay, going to move on to the answers for the questions. As I say, Helen's nipped upstairs, so I'm just having a quick look, see these comments on here. Apparently the Titanic sank on the 15th of April, not the 25th. That might have been my writing. To be fair, I think you're right there, Tom. Okay, moving on to the pictures. Where are we? Well, first, I have to skip back. There we go. So picture number 1, that was the A-Team. I think it was BA's van. I've always thought of it being BA's van. Now, picture number 1, that was the A-Team. And picture number 2. That was Back to the Future Part 3, I think. It doesn't matter which of the trilogy it is, but Back to the Future will do. It's the one where they have the hoverboard. You can see it resting up against the side of the car there. Picture number 3, that's from The Professionals. And picture number 4, it's from the film Cars. Picture number 5, that's the Dukes of Hazzard. I think it's called the General Lee. That one might be a replica. Picture 6, that's the Italian Job, the original, not the crappy remake. Picture 7, that's Kit from Knight Rider. And finally, number 8, that is The Love Bug. The film was The Love Bug, but say there's been quite a few. If you put Herbie Goes Bananas or anything like that, then yeah, that's fine. I can't confirm whether that's an actual screenshot from the movie, but I was looking for the movie The Love Bug. But if you recognise it from Herbie Goes Bananas or one of the other films featuring the lovable little beetle there, then that's fine as well. How are we doing for time? We're not doing bad for time. So far, we have 21 people, or 21 teams, entered into the beer raffle. So it's not 21 people, it's 21 teams. There are some playing on their own, there are some others playing with the whole families. So there's 45, 50 people, something like that probably. It's a good turnout anyway. And what we've got next is the Marmite round. And before we do that, I'm going to have a very, very short break. I need a tiddle. I'll be back shortly. Now, you might have time to go for a tiddle yourself or to crack open a beer, but I won't be long. Okay, I'm just turning the sound up. I know it was off for a second. And we're back with your Marmite round. And today we are doing cat or dog. What could be simpler? I'm going to read out 10 different breeds. All you have to decide is whether it's a cat or a dog. Of course, we had Mark's round on Sunday, which was motorcycles or scooters. Today we've got cat or dog. Should be nice and easy. So this will be round 3 if you exclude the pictures. Number 1, the Cornish Rex. Is a Cornish Rex a cat or a dog? Meow or woof? Number 1, the Cornish Rex. Cat or dog? Number 2, Turkish Angora. Is the Turkish Angora a cat or a dog? Woof or meow? Should have called it woof or meow, really, shouldn't it? Number 3, Shih Tzu. That's not a rubbish zoo, it's a Shih Tzu. Cat or dog? Number 4, Rhodesian Ridgeback. Sounds more like a dragon. What is a Rhodesian Ridgeback, a cat or a dog? Helen's gone to off to Betty Buys now, so I'm sat here on my own. Rob says Back to the Future Part 2. 3 was the one with the cowboys. I couldn't remember, but any Back to the Future from that one is fine. So we just had number 4, which was Rhodesian Ridgeback. Number 5 is a Hokkaido. 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 Meow or woof? Somebody's grazing again.
Not grazing.
What, you were in bed?
Thomas.
Oh, does he want some more food?
Crackers.
Crackers.
I'll
He is
come back down
crackers.
now again. I'm going to
See you later.
Gonna-
So number 5, Hokkaido. Meow or woof? Number 6, Ragamuffin. I think I said that a bit loud. Ragamuffin. Is it a cat or is it a dog? Meow or woof? If you want to write your answers down as meow or woof, that's fine. I think it's what I'd do. And number 7, Korat. Korat. A korat. Is that a cow or a cow? It's certainly not a cow. Is it a cat or is it a dog? Korat. And number 8, Kintamani. 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 Meow or woof? And number 9, Ukrainian Levkoy. That's Levkoy. The Ukrainian Levkoy. Meow or woof? Cat or dog? And finally, number 10, the Swedish Vallhund. Cat or dog? The Swedish Vallhund. The dogs are all what you might call pure breeds. The cats, don't really know about cats. Chase birds, scratch and purr and things. And do you have a pure breed cat? I don't know. Well, that was the Marmite round. We'll come back later and find out how you did in that. And we're going to move on to the final round, which, as always, it's It's music. I do apologise, I got one of these wrong on Sunday. It was the Madonna one. Can't remember what the answer was, but the answer I gave wasn't right, so sorry about that. I do try and check them all for correctness. I mean, the easiest way is just to look on the Google, but the Google's not always right. And for the purposes of this quiz, I'm not going to find scientific papers and check original sources and things. It's not worth the time. Say, out of 50 questions, getting one of them a little wrong is not too bad. So the final round is the music round. Here was that. There was nothing. Chris Cox, he got 23 out of 28 for the first 3 rounds. Well done, Chris. And Darren thinks that the Love Bug with the Herbie in was Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. It might have been, but say any one of the Herbie films, I couldn't verify 100% which film it was taken from. I was looking for the Love Bug, but if you've got one of the Herbie films, that's fine. Okay, moving on to the music round. Music round question 1. What was Stormzy's first UK #1 single? Don't know the bloke myself. I would not be able to get it. Music round question 1. What was Stormzy's first UK #1 single? We have to cater for all ages. I'm not entirely sure who Stormzy is, to be honest. Question 2 of your music round. It's multiple choice. In which year did David Bowie release Starman? Was it 1970, 1972, 1974, or 1976? It was in the 70s. But which year? Question number 2. In which year did David Bowie release Starman? 1970, 72, 74, or 76? And question 3. Oh, boot comes first always. So question 3. Bat Out of Hell is one of the best-selling albums of all time. Who's it by? Who did Bat Out of Hell? Question 3. Bat Out of Hell is one of the best-selling albums of all time. Who is it by? Question 4. In 1993, which Dutch dance act had a hit with No Limits? Should have been called No Lyrics. Question number 4. In 1993, which Dutch dance act had a hit with No Limits? And question number 5. Whose sausage roll song made UK Christmas #1 in 2019, just gone? Question 5. Whose sausage roll song made UK Christmas #1? That's the Christmas just gone of 2019. Okay, the final question for tonight. As always, there's a film theme. I'm going to read you some lyrics, and from the lyrics you have to get the artist, the title, the year, was it a UK #1, yes or no, and the soundtrack it was a theme tune to. So I'm going to read some lyrics. They're from a well-known song from a well-known film. It's worth 5 points this. We need the artist, the title, the year released, was it a UK #1, yes or no, and the film which it was the theme tune to. Sometimes it's a theme tune, sometimes it's just a well-known song from the film or the show. But today it is the theme tune. It's quite an easy one to start with. So, who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? Shaft, you're damn right. Who's the man that would risk his neck for his brother man? Shaft, can you dig it? There's plenty of clues in there. So we need the artist, the title, the year released, was it a UK #1, yes or no, and the film it was the theme tune to. So who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? Shaft, you're damn right. Who's the man that would risk his neck for his brother man? Shaft, can you dig it? Pretty easy one today, or is it? Right, well, you have a think about that. I'm going to take 5. My boot is to the point of almost needing a refill. I can neck that easy. Yeah, it is. So remember, later on we're going to do the draw for the beer raffle. We have 21 teams taking part. The prize is 2 pints from the Beer Shack and 2 pints from the Byron's Rest. This is for hand pull ale. I'll read out the first names of the teams. We've got James, Joe, Tom, Eric, Kay, Lisa, Rob, Matt, Darren, Deborah, Martin, Sarah, Maria, Sarah, Tia, Richard, Kieran, Mark, John, Adrian, Kate. Now, there are other names there, but that's just the first name that's on. The prizes are kindly provided by the Beer Shack and the Byron's Rest. Check with the retailers themselves for the opening times and the stock availability. Prizes are not available to those under 18 and cannot be collected by or on behalf of somebody under 18. I think there's a website, Drinkaware, for the facts. It was down in the video comments last week, but I just didn't have time to write them this time. We'll be back on it on Sunday. Maybe I can't down it. I was wrong. Right, I'm going to look at the stars for a minute while you collate your answers. Then I'll come back with the answers and the all-important beer draw. Back soon. Hello, I'm back. I've recharged my boot. There we go. Cheers, everybody. I don't know if I can do that. There we go. And here we are with the answers. That's what you've all been waiting for. So we'll start with the Marmite round. And this was cat or dog, meow or woof. Number 1, the Cornish Rex. That was a cat. Meow. I've got to say hello to Mama. Hope you keep him well. And Matt's looking after you. I'm sure he is. Sure he is. Right, number 2, the Turkish Angora. That was a cat. So that's a meow. Number 3, the Shih Tzu. That was a woof, a dog. Number 4, the Rhodesian Ridgeback. That's a woof, a dog. And number 5, the Hokkaido or Hokkaido. That's a woof, it's a dog. And number 6, the Ragamuffin. Meow, it's a cat. Number 7, the Korat. Meow, that's a cat. Number 8, the Kintamani Woof, that's a dog. Number 9, the Ukrainian Levkoi. Meow, it's a cat. And finally, number 10, the Swedish Valhund. Woof, that's a dog. I hope you all did well on that. Tried to find some obscure ones because, I mean, obviously Labrador or Tabby would be too easy. And now for the answers to the music round. Number 1, Stormzy's first UK number 1 single was called Vossi Bop. V-O-S-S-I-B-O-P, Vossi Bop. Not heard of it myself, but there you go. And number 2, David Bowie released Starman in 1972. Or at least I hope he did, because I didn't write the answer down, but I'm pretty sure he did. So, music round question 2. David Bowie released Starman in 1972. Number 3, Bat Out of Hell was done by Meatloaf. Sure I don't need to repeat that one. Number 4, in 1993, the Dutch dance act, their hit, it was No Limits by 2 Unlimited. So, number 4, in 1993, which Dutch dance act had a hit with No Limits? It was 2 Unlimited. Should have been called No Lyrics, not Low Limits. And question number 5, the Sausage Roll song was done by Lad Baby. So, question 5, it was Lad Baby who did the Sausage Roll song. Just seeing if anybody's corrected me on any of these. Vossi as in Courvoisier, and the Vossi Bop as in the dance you do after drinking it. Thanks, Joe. Right, the final question. I read out some lyrics, and you had to, you had to know the the artist, the title, the year, UK #1, yes or no, and the film. I'll read the lyrics out again because they're quite funny. Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? Shaft, you're damn right. Who's the man that would risk his neck for his brother man? Shaft, can you dig it? I think you'll know the film. But the artist was Isaac Hayes. The title, believe it or not, was the theme from Shaft. The year was 1971. It was not a UK #1. It only reached number 13. And the film was Shaft. So the artist, Isaac Hayes. The title, the theme from Shaft. The year was 1971. It was not a UK #1. And the film was Shaft. Thank you everybody for joining in tonight. We'll shortly do the beer prize draw. Again, it's for over 18s only because it's beer. Let's find this. Helen usually does this random number generator thing. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can find one. There's 21 teams playing. I'll just have a quick look, see if there's anybody else is looking for a number. You need to shout now or forever hold your silence. Or well, till Sunday anyway. Here we go. Random number generator. There we go. It is number 13. And number 13 is Maria Fletcher. Well done, Maria. You've won the beer. Of course, you have to be able to get to the beer shack or the Byron's Rest to pick it up. Check with them, each of the retails, for their opening hours. Some are doing off-license sales. Otherwise, just wait till the pubs reopen again, and then you've got yourself a little beer crawl. So thanks very much for playing. We will be here again on Sunday, same time, same channel. I'm going to stay here a little bit longer and read out some of your scores if you so wish. Send them in on the Facebook group, or you can put them in the YouTube comments as well. I'll look into that. Hello, Mama. Well, let's have a look what's coming through. Right. Anne and Adrian scored 40. Good score, well done. Hopkinson's 37. Again, well done. Let's have a look. Martin in Norfolk scored 31. Tom Coop 20. Kay Louise Hedworth 27. Debbie and Bruce 38. Rob 36. Joe Coop 19. But he did score 9 on the Woof and Meow round, which is really good. I'm going to remind you once again, on Friday the 5th of June, the food bank are doing a doorstep collection. This is local to Hucknall. If you're not in Hucknall, you can support your own food bank. It's a good cause. It's needed more than ever right now. For local people, if you just get in touch with the food bank, I'll put the email address up. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll turn the sound back on, eh? So if you let the food bank know that you're going to donate, then leave the food on your doorstep. Then the food bank, the fire brigade or members of the Rotary Club will come round and pick it up for you. If you're lucky, you'll get the big red engine. If you're not, then you'll just get somebody in a car. Either way, it all goes to a good cause. We'll get back to some more of the answers now. I guess I must have gone a bit echoey there because I had the two mic feeds running. Let's see what we've got. Matt and Mama, 35. Hello, Mama. Darren, 39. Yeah, I know the sound went off slightly there. Yeah, Darren says again he got 39. Good score. Brilliant again always. Nice one. Thanks, Matt. There we go. John watching in Bracknell with his wife Emma and the little boy, 30. Eric Watson, 25. Well done. I'll just see if any more come through, and then we'll call it a night. I've still got all this to drink, so I'm not going to bed yet. Steve and Jeanette, they're watching in Leeds. They scored 32. Well done. I was going to look for a prize that I could offer to people who didn't live local. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the time, so we'll do it on Sunday. Now, on Sunday, we're going to have two prize draws. One's for the beer for local people, and we'll have another little special prize which anybody, even if you're not local, can enter, and then it can just get posted out to you. I'll provide that myself. Again, I just didn't have a chance to do it, so we'll do that on Sunday. I know a few people are going back to work now, which is good. Okay, I think we've got all the scores that are coming in. Again, if you're playing against your family and friends, then I hope you won. Unless you're the other family and friends, then I hope you won. As long as somebody won. I'm still getting a few coming in. Mark Burton scored 40. That's a very good score. Yvonne says, thanks for another good quiz. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm going to kill it there. So thank you all for joining in. We'll see you again on Sunday, same time, same channel. If anybody wants to write around, then let us know. We'll give it a shot. There we've had the landlord of the beer shack do our Marmite round, and that was on Sunday. If anyone else would like to give it a shot, just let us know, and it can be arranged. Right. Cheers, everyone. Good night. Thank you.